this is our laser. We'll put our flow cell here. We'll put our detector there. Sorry, the receiver lens there. And there's our detector. So we'll say the laser power is 10 milliwatts. A nice round number. I mean, it's never 10 milliwatts.
No, it's high.
Okay, so let's just say it's 10. So everything's happy. We've got no sample in there. So it's a nice, ultra clean system. So the laser power here to the laser power there, we're measuring 100% of the laser power. Yeah? This is an ideal world. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as an ideal world. So, unfortunately, sometimes you get dirt on the cell windows, dirt on the lens. So your transmission drops down to, say, 90%. We're only detecting 90% of the laser at the background level. This is before we had sample. Right, so here's our histogram. This is our laser power. I don't know if you've ever seen the alignment screen. And that's our background. 5, 10, 20. These are units of background. You understand that? Okay. So if I put some sample in there now, two things happen here. Obviously, the sample's going to block some light, so we're going to see this scattered light going up here. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we know all about laser diffraction. Am I still getting 90% laser transmission?
I think it's going lower.
It's going lower, definitely, absolutely, yeah, because the sample's going to block the laser transmission out. But what happens to in the software? The software measures the background, then it measures the sample, and then subtracts one from the other, yeah? Yeah, that's exactly, all systems do exactly the same thing. But when you've got the sample in there, remember this background, this contamination we measured right at the very beginning. This contamination on this lens here is not going to see as much laser light because now we're blocking that background noise by particles. So is our background the same? Well, actually, no, it's not. Our background drops down because the laser is being partially blocked by the sample. So what happens is, when you do your measure sample and you subtract your background, you lose part of your sample. Companies were wrestling with this problem for years and years and years. And of course it was so obvious. I mean, we figured it out 1996, 97 with the invention of the 2000. And we struggled with this one for years on the master-sizer S and the master-sizer X. Is why couldn't we increase the resolution? You know, we had because the background was taking the data away. So this is what's called the extinction value, and Anthony talks about it in the presentation here. And you'll hear, oh yeah, the extinction value is so important, it's critical, blah blah blah. It is absolutely fundamental to making a high quality, low scattering measurement. So the only way to do this is if we sample the laser light here, so some of this laser light gets reflected into what's called the laser monitor. We know the laser power to begin with, right here. We know what it's going to finish like back here because we're looking at channel 0. We can work out what the background loss is between the two. Fantastic. So your real background is actually down here somewhere.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you get a lot more signal, you get a lot more particle size information. So that's what extinction talks, what it really means.
So before this, the background was just measured by subtraction?
Yeah, everybody did the same thing. I mean, all of Malvern products, up until the master size of 2000, basically subtract the background from the sample. And it's, it was just the accepted thing, that's what you do. You measure